What's up, guys? How you doing this morning? All right, we're talking about today what's most important. Um, Golden nugget I want to give you guys is how are you getting things done? What is your method for completing things that you want to do? Right? Um, Me, I have a list of goals that I've written down that I would like to achieve. Now, how serious am I about those goals will determine how I decide to attack them, how I decide to achieve what I want, you know? And I tell people all the time, if you're serious about a goal, if you're really serious about what you want, you'll get specific. You'll be specific on what you want and how you want it. Now, I had a couple of goals that I had written down, and I used to have a vision board or some things that I wanted, and really lofty goals, and I never achieved them. And the reason why I never achieved them, well, I never achieved them then. I started achieving them now. The reason why I never achieved them then was because they were just dreams, right? They were just dreams. They were um, just floating in my head with no clarity. Sort of like when you're in high school, you're dreaming about maybe dating a girl or a guy that really looks good, but you truly don't know who they are, right? Because you didn't get specific on what you wanted. You know, to be honest with you, many people when I was younger who I would have loved to have been in a relationship with, later on, I became their friends and realized that that would have been the worst choice I could have ever made, right? Many times, guys, and hear me out with this really good. Many times when we have dreams and visions of things that we want, we have not thought out the full process of why we want it. And not only have we not figured out the full process of why we want it, okay, we haven't figured out what will it do for us in our current situation, in our life. What are we trying to pursue here? I know a lot of us are trying to pursue happiness. I mean, we are always moving away from pain and toward happiness. So a lot of us are trying to pursue happiness when we are thinking about goals. Most people that think about goals don't even write them down anyway. So guess what? They are dreams to most people. They'll never happen. They just say that they have a goal to make themselves feel better, to shut up their subconscious. Because our subconscious is always moving toward what we truly want. And if we tell it, oh yeah, we want this, we want that, but you're always moving towards something else, then guess what? You're not really clear to your subconscious what you want. Your subconscious is always going to move to you what you want, what you dwell on the most, what you think about the most, what is always on your mind. If bills and a hard knock life is always on your mind, then guess what? You are going to be living a hard ass life, always worried about your bills. You can't let that be your driving force. That's no way to live. That is an uncomfortable life, guys. So, my screensaver right now, as I look up at my screensaver, it's a guy climbing a mountain. And that mountain looks ridiculously high, right? And when he started climbing that mountain, he had to have a plan for what he wanted, something he wanted to achieve, something he wanted to have. And then he had to map out how he was going to get up that mountain. That mountain peak, that mountain top was his goal. So he didn't just, throw on gear and just start climbing a mountain. No, he had a plan. He figured out a way. And probably most likely, he followed a plan that somebody else used to get to the top of the mountain, guys. This is what you have to do. So when you're following someone else's plan to get to the top of the mountain, what you realize is that journey really something that I want? Because now I see the steps, right? You see the steps that it takes. I see how hard it's going to be, you know, and in actuality, you really don't know how hard it's going to be until you start doing it each and every day and making it a habit of it. And then, thirdly, right? Now you know how this is going to intertwine with your life, how it's going to interfere with your pattern of laziness. You know, some of us love to be lazy and sit around and talk about our goals but never want to move, man. I'm telling you, if you build a true, deep relationship with your goals and the things that you want, you can achieve what you want. You can achieve it. You can fall in love with your goals and have a great relationship with your goals. But you got to get to know them. All right, guys? So listen, I'm not going to make these tips any longer than they need to be. The important thing is fall in love with your relationships. All right? And that's relationships with your goals, right? Be for real about them. Get it in, understand that knowing them, truly knowing them, and listening to your goals is what it takes. And when I say listening, it means how are they going to intertwine with your life, interfere with your pattern of laziness, okay, and get you on a path toward the good life, all right? Because that's what we're trying to do. So listen, I will talk to you guys this afternoon with the next tip. Keep up the good work, keep pushing, and I will talk to you later, all right? Deuces.